G'day, g'day. It is Tuesday, the 11th of August 2026. New day. Let's check in with what happened to start the week off. Mostly price was trading inside Friday's NFP hourly range that sent price almost to this weekly eye up here back from, well, that was the 17th of June's day. And then a late rush, as I've just sort of checked the charts this morning, has now seen price move past that. So we have a lot of open space up to 4,500. So, who'd have thought? This is usually just how it goes. So we will see if we can target previous day's high uh, and see if it wants to keep on moving past there. Obviously, key drivers are still in the market with that big miss from payrolls on Friday and the revisions of the previous months. Not much progress in Iran-US talks, still sort of fairly low key, and maybe that's a good sign rather than rushing to say, yep, there's a deal and now there's no deal and we're back to this sort of tennis match that's going on. But lack of progress has pushed oil back above $80 a barrel. And that's your inflation narrative right there. Obviously, talking about inflation, we have inflation CPI and PPI coming up on Wednesday, my time. And we will see what the market thinks of those numbers. VIX crawling up a little bit. And really, from everything, it's just sort of wait and see what this big data comes up in Wednesday. Dropping down to our intraday trading time frame, couldn't say that correctly. There's a little opportunity in Asia, but I was very watchful as we were sort of trading inside this NFP range. Price did break down through this upper value and came through on the Shanghai Open and rejected that again. So we had this initial sort of false break back up to the point of control. And then slowly, as we came down to the end of the Tokyo hour, price started to make a decision, normal sort of fake out. Anyone who's sort of trailing their stops very tight on 5-minute highs got liquidated and moved down a little bit, sort of like a 1 to 0.75 trade, then move back up, and then finally, which is promising for today, we did get a move that took out the previous day's high, which we are sitting at right now. So obviously we have fade value extreme if we're going to sell, if we get some sort of bearish reaction in here. Can get this out of the way now. Previous day's high up there, this is gone. This has now been changed, don't need this anymore. Point of control sits way down here. It's not a bad target though. Above the pivot, so pivot is above the point of control and our upper value is here. So we could take this reaction from here for buys. This was this weekly high, so we will just make that a dotted line now because it could play into a nice buy trade later on. Oops, where'd you go? There we go. Okay.